Good morning. Obviously, I'm not having the procedure because I'm home and I ate that fabulous breakfast. Oh my gosh. Gluten-free bread is no bueno. So I'm back on the same antibiotic I've been on 3 times. So this is number 4. I'm also on steroids again. This is number 4. Or 5. I'm losing track. And this is all from April. This started in May, but I had a chronic sinus infection that I was dealing with also. So I talked to the doctor last night, and then I rescheduled for I talked to the doctor last night. We have everything figured out. So I am going to be on this antibiotic for 10 days. I'm scheduled for a follow-up appointment via phone at day 11. And then at day 18, I'll have the procedure. So I'm hoping and I'm praying to the Lord that from day 10 to day 18, I don't have a relapse. And I don't think I will because it takes a while. And I think what's happening is the bacteria, it kills off the majority of the bacteria, but leaves the little ones that are laying there. They're lying in wait. They're just waiting. And then, as soon as that antibiotic gets out of my system and they have time to regroup and have a party, then this happens. So I'm going to nip it in the bud at day 18. So that's under control, which is good. The gut is healthier. I've been on the low FODMAP diet to get my gut back in order because of these antibiotics. And you can only be on this diet up from 2 to 6 weeks because of the fact that you're not getting some nutrients that you need. But I will be continuing on this through another 10 days, and then I might start adding some little things at a time. You add things like regular milk. You see how your gut does. Then you add regular bread and you see how your gut does. You kind of do a food test to see what will set you off. So it's all good. I had big plans for today. I set my alarm for 6. I wanted to make sure that I was up at 6. I normally am. And I was going to get in the shower, take Bug for a walk, and be at this garage sale at 8:30 because this is one that I go to every single year. And I woke up, it's at a church, so it's always a good one. And I woke up at 4:40, and I think it's probably because of this, because it's hard to lay on this side. You got to figure out how to not lay on this. And I woke up at 4:40 and I was so tired. I went out to the couch, and the next thing I knew, Rob was coming out to the living room, and it was 7:45. The garage sale started at 9. And I had fallen asleep at 10:30 last night. So I think I'm disappointed, but I have to look at the situation. I got an infection going on here. And if I need to sleep, I need to sleep. That's what it is. But I just looked at all the pictures because I was scrolling on Facebook. I looked at all the pictures. Don't look. Don't look. I just had a message asking why they would put me back on Augmentin. And Augmentin is the first antibiotic of choice for this issue. Plus, we have seen it work prior. So the one that they had me on just yesterday and the day before and since Thursday. That one is not working. So they're switching me back to something that they're pretty sure that will work, but I just need to get in and get it taken care of, cleaned out. I said rotor-rooter the other day, and someone also messaged me about that. What I mean is if they need to stretch the duct, they'll do that. And I always call that rotor-rooter. But if you open your mouth and look back in between your upper and lower teeth on your cheek, there's a little duct, and that's the one that they're going to go in. I just made my first gluten-free cake. I'm not sure, hoping it's not burning because it smells like it's burning. One moment, please. It was getting a little brown around the edges, so and not quite done in the middle because I jiggled it and it looked a little bit suspect. So I put some aluminum foil on the top. I'll wait a couple more minutes and then I'll take it out. And if it's good, I will share the recipe. It's a simple vanilla cake with Bob the Builder's. I'm cracking myself up over here because Bob the Builder was the cartoon that my kids absolutely loved. One's an engineer right now and one's going to HVA school, so if that tells you anything. But Bob Mills 1-to-1 flour, it's called Bob Mills. What is it called? One moment, please. Oh, Bob's Red Mill. That's what I used. Also making, I've got my butter sitting here waiting. Whoop. I'm making chocolate frosting. And I'm going to be very careful because I don't know if the sugar is going to set me off. I don't know. But I did eat a couple of things last night that I woke up this morning and thought, what in the world? I was again 4 months pregnant. I have a feeling it was the lactate or lactose-free yogurt. Yogurt can give me a stomachache to start with, and I didn't know if it was from the lactose. I also ate a little bit. I made kind of taco meat, but it was terrible. It was really bad. I took ground chicken, and I can't use onion powder or garlic powder, so I had to omit those two. And I used cumin, paprika, smoked paprika, a little bit of oregano, salt and pepper. And I don't know if the chicken wasn't as fresh as it should be. It just had this wonky flavor. I ate that. A little bit of cheese. Aged cheddar has very trace amounts of lactose in it. And then I ate the yogurt. I think it was the yogurt. On today's agenda, I'm just trying to catch up on things that I'm behind on. I got these, and I want to see what they look like. They're little fluff balls. I can't remember what they're... I should just leave these on 24/7 because I can't see without them. They're artificial berry stems. Let's try to put them out. These are actually very pretty. They're really, really pretty. They're heavy. So I don't know how they're gonna, let's try them. How many are in a box? Oh, I think 6. So let's fluff them out a little bit. And what I mean by that is just kind of pull them apart. And then I'll put them in this thing. I might need more, though, in this batter. I think this is an old batter something. I think it's an old batter thing. Let's try it. I might need the other box that I bought. I took them out, and I'm going to shove some of these in here because I want some of them taller than other ones. And so... let me see what I can do. One moment. Let me get this all situated, as my dad says. This is what, let me move. Let's try this again. We look like we are running a hospital here. This is what 12 of them look like. I think they're really pretty, but they're giving off spring to me. They would be pretty at Christmas time because they're a very, very pretty white. But I am a little more partial to these right now. The cake is out of the oven. It rose a little bit too high in the middle. I'm not sure why. I'll have to see. I did let it set for 15 minutes before I put it in the oven because, like any good baker, you need to try the batter prior. And it was very gritty because it's gluten-free. So I asked my friend Chad at ChatGPT, and he said, let it sit for a while. So I did. And then I got that out of the oven. I'm going to make the frosting here in a minute. I also ordered some tops from Amazon. I ordered those rugs from Walmart. The layering ones I just shared a couple stories back. And I'm waiting on my Hey Dude shoes to come in, those mules with the little tassels. I don't know if they're still on sale, but I grabbed those when they were. So yeah, I feel like I got some things done today. I did want to share a couple of accounts with you. I have been following the same 3 accounts for the past 5 years. And they are such good accounts. And if I look at them all separately, they're very different, but they're very similar in so many ways. The first account I want to share is Megan over at Margaret's Daughter. Like I said, I've been following these 5 accounts for at least 5 years. I would consider myself good Instagram friends because if I would need anything, I know that these 3 would do whatever they could, even though we live so far away from each other. Megan lives in South Carolina. And Megan's account, there's one thing I absolutely love about her is that she gets this itch to change something and she will do it and she will continue to do it until she loves it. And she uses so much color and patterns and textures and they all work so well together. I just don't have that skill. That's just a skill that she has. And I'm going to share a couple of things of hers next.
So what's your vision for this room?
To fill it.
I will share another account tomorrow and the next day, but Megan's it cracks me up because if you watch her story, she'll be talking and she'll, I just don't like that color. She doesn't say it that way, but she'll say that color is just kind of driving me nuts and I'm just going to change it. And she might go through 5 different colors, but where there is a will, there is a way, and Megan will figure it out and she'll slap color on the wall and it looks beautiful. Please don't laugh at my first attempt at a gluten-free cake because it's not pretty. It's a little overdone.
Something smells good, but...
Well, it's It looks a little suspect.
Looks like banana cake.
It's
Like, but you know what? When we make banana cake,
it's just gluten-free bread or gluten-free cake. Yeah, I know. I'm going to slap some frosting on it here in a minute and see if it's good.
why did we make it in a small thing? Why didn't we make a big?
Because
thing?
ChatGPT says make a small amount. I doubled the recipe, or it would have been just 4. It smells good. It just
It
looks
does.
a
It
little
smells great.
looks a little odd, but we'll try it anyway.